Do not compare yourself to others. There is no reason to. The only way comparison would even make sense is if you were all the same. But you aren't. Society tries to conform you to be like others. It tries to fit you into a mold, to categorize you, and to make you easier to define. But you and everyone else around you is one of one. Yes, you may be made alike, may share the same language, customs, and even the same ideas as others. But that doesn't make you the same. You have all these things in common, yet there is only one you. Of course, we can do things alike, but each person's input is their own unique kind that can be copied, but never replicated. You can be imitated all day long down to your walk, but no one can move the way you move. No one sounds like you. No one can speak the way you speak. No one can breathe the same rhythm you breathe. No one can be the way you be. You have to embrace this uniqueness instead of cutting yourself down to fit into others' expectations. The more of someone else's script you follow and conform to, the more dirt you throw on your own light. Comparison is the thief of joy. But if you haven't been feeling joyous, then comparison won't just rob you of happiness. It'll strip away your uniqueness, rob you of your drive, and deplete you of your self-value. The worst part about it is that it is all self-inflicted, and you do it for no good reason. Comparison, when used for inspiration or learning, can be a tool, but when used to measure your worth against someone else's, it only leads to self-destruction. It holds no weight except in breaking you down. It isn't progressive thinking. It doesn't even make sense. Two people can be in the exact same predicament and still view it completely differently, therefore approaching it differently. And even if they were in agreement and have the same opinion, each experience is still their own, for their own reason, from their own perspective, with their own result. We are all in many ways similar, but we are completely different beings, with different needs, different wants, different tastes, different perspectives, and different results. You are one of one. No one on or off this earth can be you. And if they can't be you, how could they ever compare to you? When you find yourself comparing yourself to others, stop mid-thought and ask yourself, why am I comparing myself to this person? Do they have something that I wish to obtain for myself? What is it really that I'm focusing on? It all stems from a deeper feeling, an admiration for something in them that reflects something you desire for yourself. If it's about success, confidence, or a certain lifestyle, remind yourself that what you see in others is simply the result of their choices, effort, and circumstances. Their path is not yours, and more importantly, what you see is often just the outcome, and not the full journey. You don't know the sacrifices, the failures, the struggles, or the helping hands that came into play before it. If you have a habit of comparing yourself to others, and you are working on breaking it, try doing this. Instead of using comparison as a weapon against yourself, use it as a tool that you can benefit from. If you admire something about someone, shift your focus from "why don't I have that?" to "what steps can I take to build something like that for myself?" Envy is often just misplaced information. If you feel yourself envying someone, ask, is this something I genuinely want, or does it just look good from the outside? If it's real, break it down. What steps could you take toward achieving your own version of that, in your own way? The goal isn't to duplicate what someone else has, but to figure out what you align with, so you can realize your similar results for yourself. At the same time, pay attention to when and where comparison hits you hardest. Is it when you are on social media? Is it once you get around or after talking to certain people? Are there specific situations that trigger these thoughts? If you constantly feel inadequate in certain spaces, it's worth evaluating whether they even serve you or not. If scrolling through curated highlights makes you doubt yourself, cut back on that for a little while. Consume content that fuels action rather than self-doubt. Shift your focus from watching others live highlights of their lives to actively building highlights of your own. The only person you should compare yourself to is the version of you from yesterday. What have you overcome? What growth have you made that your past self would be proud of? If you must compare, let it be a reflection of your progress and not someone else's finish line. The moment you catch yourself thinking, "They have this, I don't," stop and replace it with, "I'm having that for me too in my own time." Redirect your focus to your own path rather than someone else's illusion of success. Most importantly, define success on your own terms. If you don't, you'll always be measuring yourself by someone else's ruler and chasing things that don't even align with your true values. The more you anchor yourself in who you are and what truly matters to you, the less comparison will have power over you. The only comparison that serves you is the one that shows you how far you've come. Anything otherwise is just distraction, and it isn't beneficial. Comparison only has the power you give it. The moment you take back that power and center it on your own path, you'll realize that there was never a race to begin with. No one else can walk your path but you. The more you focus on what someone else has, the less energy you have to create your own. Redirect that energy. Water your own soil. Because when you do, you'll realize that the only person worth measuring yourself against is the person you were yesterday. Don't you forget that.